Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying? May the times you live in be interesting. We have accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal, and they don't care, and everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now, and I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a white
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay.
Boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the Free Range Human Show of Choice, your daily dose of reality radio. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here on 103.9 WYAB. The 50,000 watt blowtorch coming out of central Mississippi. And I got to change microphones. Can't do this. No, sir. No, sir. Hello. Much better. I ain't going to do that the whole show. No, sir. All right. Let's start over, shall we? Boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the Free Range Human Show of Choice, your daily dose of reality radio. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here on 103.9 WYAB, the 50,000 watt blowtorch. And, of course, we are streaming live and worldwide over on the Mazda Jackson live stream. Yep, that's right. The Mazda Jackson live stream. We got it up and running this morning. Let me check one thing. In the meantime, you can go find that over on, and now you get it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. Ready for your viewing pleasure this morning as I make one little final adjustment there. All right, man, we're ready to rock and roll on the most incendiary show in all of the Americas, whether it's the FM dial, the AM dial, the internet. We're here. It's a Tuesday. We're inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. Guys, as you know by now, you can always text Clay to 601-800-5130 and get a free testosterone screening lined up. And just get your numbers checked. It's always good just to know what your number is. Maybe you don't even need the testosterone. But wouldn't you like to know? I want to know if something's wrong with me. There's a lot wrong with me, but it ain't my testosterone. That I can assure you. That I can assure you. All right. Let's see here. Good morning to the live chat. I see you guys over there getting started. Hope you all are having a great day. Good morning to Jason, Justin, Andrew, and Charles already dropping their good mornings. Shout out to everybody over on TikTok and Instagram. Unfortunately, those chats do not push through to the main feed, so I don't see those. But either way, we're glad you're there. Been doing some big numbers. We had our most views. It's for a live show on YouTube yesterday of all time. So I appreciate that. That was big. We've been doing some big numbers lately on the podcast and the YouTube streams. It's kind of random, but I'll take them. We don't even upload a show to the podcast on Sundays. It's just whatever's left from Friday. And it did almost 3,500 downloads Sunday, which is massive for an independent show like this without a national following per se. So that was huge. That was a welcome surprise. We've done that a few times here lately in the last month or so, but normally it's during the week, not on a Sunday. So, hey, whatever it takes, we'll take it. I guess somebody stumbled across something they liked, shared it a bunch of times, and people listened. Anyway, man, we'll take it. All good in the hood. I want to jump into something real quick. Today's topic is going to be, is MAGA dead? But we're going to push that just a little bit here. I want to talk about something. I don't normally address anything I see about me on the internet, but some of y'all are just absolute idiots. Absolute idiots. if I got sent that picture of me at the gas station buying Kratom once, I got sent that picture of me at the gas station buying Kratom 100 times yesterday. I don't know if y'all thought y'all exposed something. Oh, we got him. This is it. We finally got the tater. We got him. Got him at the store buying something completely legal. I have been discussing, defending, and fighting for the continued legalization of Kratom on this show. Going back, I would say since the beginning of the show, but it was however long when they started talking about banning it. So I looked up this morning how many shows were in my podcast or YouTube category, my podcast category, because I've never deleted any of those, that had Kratom in the title. 9 different shows we did had Kratom. It was so discussed that it was in the title of the show. We've interviewed the president of the United States, the Kratom Association of America, flew into Jackson and came and got in this studio right here. I have fought with Lee Yancey when he was over the drug board, the drug committee. And I like Lee, and it got ugly between him and I. Well, it got ugly from me to him, and he was always respectful. I lost my patience with it. So I've been very vocal about Kratom. It has been no secret that I use Kratom. I won't be hearing anything about me using Kratom from people who smoke weed every day, legally or not, from people who are subscribed SSRIs, from people who take Xanax, Valium, or anything else. I won't be hearing a word. Zip it. Zipit.com. I don't sit here and talk about anybody else's vices or anything anybody else does. What we make fun of on this show are nut jobs and criminals. If you self-medicate in any form or fashion, I don't care. But you're not going to sit back and judge me. There's this myth, especially in the black community and the woke white community, or the community of people who hate Clay Edwards, that you are not allowed to criticize any type of culture rot going on in the black community, the LGBT community, or anything else, unless you have lived without sin at any point in your life. Oh yeah, we didn't back in 1999. You get drunk one time. Oh, didn't back in the 90s you do some meth. How can you judge what people are doing? Simply, I don't do it anymore, and I can sit here and say you look like an idiot in your 40s smoking meth. Stop. I can say, yes, while I did a bunch of drugs, I've never hit any of that. You know what I never did? Killed anybody at a gas station or anywhere else. You know, I buy beer and Kratom and gas at gas stations. Y'all kill each other and have ghetto photo shoots in front of the coolers inside of them for your Instagram. We're not the same. We're not the same. Gas stations aren't holy ground to me. I've never had to set a wreath out for my dead homie at a gas station. We're not the same. So I will continue to do everything I do. I'm not going to stop. Y'all can post pictures of me. Y'all can talk about me. You can spread lies about me. You can do whatever y'all want to do. I ain't going nowhere, Hoss. You're going to have to try a little harder. You know why they hate me so bad? You know why they hate me? Because I don't care if they hate me. That's really all I got to say about it. Really all I got to say about it. You know, as far as the big Kratom bust yesterday, I was in Rankin County. That picture that they attached of me to that image of the big bust, they know where that picture was taken. They know that punk that took that picture that was standing behind the counter that day. They know where that was taken. That was taken in Madison County. They know exactly where that was taken. They're at the end of Yandell Road by Deerfield. That's the second time they've posted a picture from my trip to that gas station. There was a picture they posted when my back turned, and then they posted that picture. That was from months ago. So it was just that guilt by association thing. Now, oh, this is a good opportunity to show Clay buying some of this stuff. He must have been buying it illegally where they don't sell it legally. False. Flag on the play. But look, here's my guarantee for y'all. Here's my promise. Here's a Clay Edwards promise. Since apparently stalking me, and that's what it is, it's stalking. Since apparently stalking and making content about me drives you so many clicks and views, and it's become a economy in and of itself. I'm so famous that content about me drives clicks and views and engagement. Moving forward, I want to make sure I give you enough clicks and views that you can keep your house out of foreclosure and you can be able to pay your rent next month. I'm going to up my game up to pay your bills for you. That's the Clay Edwards guarantee moving forward. Let's take a break real quick, come back, hit the reset button. I just thought I'd clear the air. Since so many people have sent me that, I don't like it normally addressing this stuff. I feel like you pour gas on a fire when you do it. But with that said, I'm also not going to sit back and just be slandered to hell and back and insinuated that I somehow broke the law. There's a lot of things you can say about me, a lot of lies, a lot of truths. But every now and then, we're going to clear the air. Every now and then. Kratom. It's like, again, buying something legally at a gas station. You might not like it. You might not take it. That's fine. It might not be legal over in Rankin County. It is in Madison County. Don't take it. Don't buy it. I don't care. And I will say this, though. At least they used a good picture of me. Of course, there ain't a lot of bad pictures of me. Let's just be honest. I'm a good-looking guy. So most pictures are going to be good pictures. Anyway, FAFO, I guess. This is the Clay Edwards Show. We'll be right back here on 103.9 WYAB.
Need a new car? Then march right over to Mazda of Jackson and spring in the savings. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 CX-5s, 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, CX-70s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit. And get 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. So get to Mazda of Jackson today, where pre-owned vehicles and hassle-free trade-in options are also available. Shop online or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrill.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Need a new car? Then march right over to Mazda of Jackson and spring in the savings. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 CX-5s, 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, CX-70s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit. And get 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. So get to Mazda of Jackson today, where pre-owned vehicles and hassle-free trade-in options are also available. Shop online or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 WYAB. You know what else we defended a lot on this show that I don't do? Medical marijuana, medical cannabis, whatever you want to call it. We've done so many shows on that. And this don't even count the Grow Your Know or Know Your Grow show that I did with Kelly on that had Kelly's Greens at the time. We did 20 or so of those. We did just on the Clay Edwards Show, where it was such a topic, 19 different uploads. You can go search, you can go to the Clay Edwards Show podcast or whatever platforms you watch them on, go to the search bar and type in marijuana or type in marijuana, 19 different shows. 19 different shows. It was such a heavy topic on it that it made it into the title of the show. Now, rarely do I give shows titles anymore. I just like Monday, full episode, whatever number the episode is. And then I'll do different segments. But used to, every show got a title. And it didn't make a difference. But that's why I quit doing it for the most part, unless AI gives me like a good idea. But anyway, and we did at least 9 different full shows on Kratom. So, and it's not about Kratom. It's not about marijuana. It's about this state always trying to use prohibition of some sort to ban things. Kratom, for example, Kratom's under attack from Big Pharma because it works. Because you can take Kratom and not need to take any type of opioid. But somehow you're buying gas station heroin if you're buying Kratom. You think these future engineers, rocket scientists, and astronauts made that up all by themselves and they all seem to push the same narrative? No, Kratom has been under attack by Big Pharma for years now because people are using Kratom to get off pain pills, to defeat their opioid addiction. But you know what this state does? We're going to keep you addicted. We're going to keep you addicted, so hopefully we can find you buying some illegally and get you up into the prison system, get you on paper, get you paying us some extra money for your probation fees, your house arrest fees, your court fees, your restitutions, and so we can get a little money from however they're paying the damn jails. That's why they love banning stuff around here. They don't give a damn about your health. If they gave a damn about people's health in Mississippi, we wouldn't be the fattest state in the union. Care about our health. They don't. We're having to protect you from you. Then how about you outlaw buffets? How about you put some healthier food in the schools? How about you start sending CPS to the homes of little fat kids in elementary school? Little obese kids. How about you send that CPS to their homes? You don't care about people's health. What a joke. What a joke. It's control. They all got lobbies down there. Kratom has a lobbyist down there. I've had him on the show. I don't know if he's still the lobbyist down there, but he was. He bounces back and forth between that and medical marijuana. Whoever's got the most money. It's just asinine. But yeah, I will continue to do my part to give y'all enough content to keep both of us in business. I promise. You have a guarantee. The Clay Edwards guarantee. I'm gonna do my part to support Black creators. What are they? TikTok, I think it's a Black creators fund. We're just gonna pay Black creators. So I'm gonna do my part to pay Black creators, make y'all a little money. Y'all can talk about me all you want. It's good for business. Because my people don't like y'all. Y'all's people don't like me. There ain't a whole lot of bleed over, I can assure you. I don't know what it is. I've noticed it here over the last year or so. Like all of these bat crap crazy people that don't like me. I call them the Clay Edwards Mutual Admiration Society or Broken Hearts Club. Because they all want to be my friend so bad. But I don't want to be their friend. High standard to be my friend. You got to be able to speak English. You got to be able to think for yourself. You got to not be a clown. High standards, I tell you. You got to be dependable. But they all seem to find each other somehow. I don't know how it is. It's like, is there some kind of I hate Clay Edwards a Reddit group or something? A Facebook group? Clay Edwards Broken Hearts Club? Some secret group I don't know about? I know about the let's get Clay Edwards show canceled group that crazy white trash girl started. I'm aware of that one. Is that where all the meet and greets going on? Y'all want me to come be a speaker at your next function? At your next singles mixer? I mean, I'll make an appearance as long as it ain't in Jackson. At a Jackson gas station. I won't get shot. Step on holy ground. Well, they treat gas stations like Jews treat the Temple Mount in Israel. The Golden Dome, I mean. Jacksonia, they treat them gas stations like Jews treat the Golden Dome. It's holy ground now. My homeboy died here. I did a photo shoot in front of the beer cooler in here. Again, we ain't the same. We ain't the same. I buy products at the gas station. Y'all kill each other. And do Instagram photo shoots. What else did I want to talk about today? We are going to talk about this whole narrative. Is MAGA dead? Is MAGA dead? Is MAGA dead? No. MAGA's not dead today, but we're going to push that back a little bit, I promise. We get Andrew Gosser. All Gosser, no breaks, going to join us in hour 2 as he is prone to do every Monday and Tuesday. Well, and on Mondays it's hour 3, 8 to 9, and on Tuesdays it's Mondays it's 9 to 10. Tuesdays it's 8 to 9. But let's keep it local here for a minute, since we're talking about local folks, local nut jobs, all that fun stuff. Let's go to the king of idiots. And what we have here, this is over at WLBT. We have a photo of, I'm going to open up another screen here on the live stream. Y'all's comments aren't going to be on there for a second, but y'all are going to like this. Y'all are going to like this. Anytime we can talk about this guy, it's a good day at the office for me. Oh, look at there. Look at there. There he is. There's Antar. Chokwe Antar Lumumba. Man, look at that. Look at that line, that hard line. I mean, look, shout out to the barber. I don't care for Antar, but man, I'll tell you what, his barber, game recognized game, brother. Game recognized game. Shout out to the barber. The title is law professor. I would as far away from the district attorney's case as possible. I would too. I'm gonna give y'all $1 million shirt idea. I'm probably gonna try it too, but to any of my haters watching right now, here's you an idea to try to make you some money. Try to make you some money because you'll be able to sell this to a group of people I won't be able to sell it to. Y'all need to get some shirts made that say, and you need to put the picture of Chokwe and Jody on that boat with that undercover camera. And y'all need to get some pictures and y'all need to get a shirt that says, I checked them. I vetted them. They're not feds, or whatever his exact quote was. And just put that on the shirt with the picture of them. And that's all you got to do when this trial starts and you're going to make $1 million. Let's team up on it. Anyway, the article reads, 2 former Jackson officials accused of taking bribes tied to a proposed convention center hotel are asking to be tried separately from their alleged co-conspirator, Hinds County DA Jody Owens. What this tells me is somebody's snitching. Somebody's working a deal. Somebody is working a deal. They snitching, as they should, by the way. I have no problem with that. I would, but that's just me. In February, attorneys, I mean, if I'm Chokwe or Jody, especially Chokwe, Jody looked this man dead in the eye and said, I vetted them. They're not feds. Newsflash. Y'all don't know that they were feds. And they were, in fact, feds. So in Chok's defense, he got lied to. He got rope-a-doped. See, that's what your mom always says. Just because your buddy's jumping off a bridge don't mean you got to. I want to be serious for 1 second here. All sarcasm aside. And I'm not going to read any more of that right now. But Chokwe and Chokwe and Jody are trying to separate their cases. I'm actually legitimately worried that Jody, he's under a lot of stress. And I know I'm not helping it none here, but whatever. I don't care. I really don't. I'll never forget what he did to my boy Eric Fox. Not Eric Fox. Fox. Brain fart. Anthony Fox. Sorry. Eric JPD too. Anthony Fox. I'll never forgive him what he did to Anthony Fox. How he took that man, top cop, and threw him in a damn jail for 20-something years on a bogus trial in Hinds County. He had to sit in jail for 2 years before his appeal won. So anything that happens to Jody Owens, I really don't give a damn. Don't care. But I never want to see anybody take their own life. I really don't, because, at the end of the day, he's got a family and all that. But that's not really a but. But would be to say, but if anybody was going to, I'd be okay with him, and I'm not. I want to make sure I'm clear there. But I am concerned as all this comes out. I would put him on suicide watch. I really would. Because he's already told us, he's already tried to use the fact that he was an alcoholic as how he got rope-a-doped into all this by the feds. They took advantage of him being an alcoholic. How did they take advantage of you being an alcoholic? Did they bring you free booze that you couldn't go to the liquor store and get yourself? It's one thing if you're a drug addict and they are able to supply you cocaine or kratom. Thought I wasn't going to take a shot if I could. So I would be worried that he's going to kill himself, because here's what I'm hearing. I'm just going to be as vague as I can here. Got to protect the sources. I'm told that once this evidence comes out, that it's going to be so embarrassing for the city of Jackson. Oh, y'all, we think we know. We think we know the evidence. We don't know the evidence. It ain't just about the boat in Miami. You don't think that there's thousands of hours of wiretaps of other cases that they were working on, these boys, that just for whatever reason didn't quite go through? You're going to find out some stuff. You're going to find out just how right I've been about culture rot in Jackson, Mississippi. It's from the top down, guys, girls. It's from the bottom. I mean, the mud, the bottom, like South Jackson in the mud, the gangbangers in the streets, all the way to the gangbanger in the mayor's office. Well, former gangbanger in the mayor's office. Y'all gonna find out just how interconnected and corrupt the city without a soul is, and how little they actually cared about any of y'all. I say all that to say, I think Jody is the most susceptible to collapsing under the pressure. I do. You know, we'll find out. Let's take a break real quick. This is the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 WYAB.
.9 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
103.9 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic Southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi. Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Located in Ridgeland and Flora, come see me, Jamie Creel, for insurance.
2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, BrenTech truly does it all. BrenTech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. BrenTech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by our friends over at Anglin Plumbing. I ran into Dylan and his lovely wife this weekend, as a matter of fact. Got to meet her. Nice folks, man. Really, really nice folks. Of course, I already knew Dylan. But anyhow, always great to meet people out in the wild. Have a good conversation when they're not talking about business. It's always a nice change of pace. But look, good folks, man. Look, Anglin Plumbing, located there in Pearl, but they can operate statewide. Got a big crew, 7, 8, 9, 10 trucks running the roads, always looking to expand, always hiring. Are you looking to start a new career? You ain't scared to get dirty, work hard, start and pay around $50,000 a year or more, depending on your experience. Just how much training they got to do. But they'll train the right person. But of course, if you got some experience, all the better. You're looking for a change, whether it's from one plumbing job to another, one construction job to plumbing, or maybe just say, you know what, man, just got out of high school. I've been kind of messing around the last couple of years, got a little, liking a little direction. Give this a try. I'm a big fan of trade schools, but I think there is a trade school for plumbing, actually. Why go to the trade school and take on the debt when you can go start at a company that'll train you? On-job training is going to be better than any classroom training you ever get, unless outside of being a doctor or something like that. And some could debate that. But anyway, with that said, Anglin Plumbing, man, give them a shout today. Anglin, that's ANGLIN plumbing.com. If you're looking for a job, or of course, if you need any service work done, clogged toilet, clogged sink, need to replace a toilet, replace a sink, dishwasher disposal, hook up a washer dryer, any major new construction plumbing, remodel plumbing, add an extension onto the house, need it plumbed, give them a shout. They can do it all, from foundational work to busting up foundation, everything complete. They're doing a big remodel. Complete remodel on like a big, massive apartment complex up there in the Golden Triangle area, where they're having to yank out all the old plumbing, redo it, bring it up to code. You got any gas lines fixed or laid? Let them come out and do that for you. All kind of stuff, bro. They got you covered. Anything that involves laying pipe, I guess, whether it's plumbing or gas, they got you covered. Anglin Plumbing, ANGLIN plumbing.com. All right, we're going to keep it local a little bit here for a minute till the second hour. We got another local story here. I thought this was, anytime we can do the LOL Jackson story of the day and it involved Kenneth Stokes, I'm going to do that. We're definitely going to LOL Jackson. And this is definitely an LOL Jackson. Let's get back to our roots around here. We've been doing so much national stuff lately. We just haven't been talking about Jackson a whole lot. But since Jackson won't quit talking about me, we'll talk about Jackson. Here we go. This is from WLBT.
Imagine returning to your home to see a vehicle in the creek behind your house and police officers in your backyard. A Capitol Police chase this weekend ended with that frightening scene on Geeston Street near Livingston Road. And tonight, the SUV is still there. 3 on your sides. Rosalind Anderson has reaction from that homeowner.
That really was a dangerous chase.
Lester Tripp rushed home Saturday when he got the call telling him that an SUV chased by Capitol Police drove across a neighbor's yard, crashed through a fence, and landed on its side in the creek running behind his home.
This is perfectly normal in South Jackson. Or anybody, not just South Jackson. This ain't South Jackson. This is perfectly normal in Jackson. Hell, raise your hand if you haven't had a vehicle end up in your backyard in Jackson or your pool.
The edge of his property, the white Kia Sorrento still rests on its side.
Of course it's a Kia Sorento. I will bet you $1,000 that it's a stolen Kia Sorento. It ain't even got a tag on the back of it. It's got one from some dealer I don't recognize. That doesn't mean they bought it from that dealer. That just means it's stolen and they put a different orange plate on the back of it.
Eubanks Creek.
It's just leaving me stagnated because my fence is damaged and the car is in the creek. And hopefully the city of Jackson will come out and investigate it because the creek don't need to be blocked off.
Ward 3 Councilman Kenneth Stokes wants to know why Capitol Police did not have the vehicle removed.
All right, real quick here before we let Kenneth talk. This is class. You know, every time we think Kenneth is on to something good and he's on the right path, he reminds you who his base is. See, I thought Kenneth supported the Capitol Police, but contraire move frere.
He is opposed to chases and also wants to revisit 2 police departments operating in the city.
He wants to revisit 2 police departments operating in the city. Do we need to jump in the Wayback Machine and go back to 2021, 2020, 2021? 2021, the wrong side of the tracks found the other side of the tracks. And they started carjacking and killing folks in Bellhaven. Bellhaven. That's why the Capitol Police exists now. Y'all want to go back there? Y'all want to go back to 2021?
Your evidence with you if it's a stolen car. If you find out it's not a stolen car, take the car out of the creek. You do not leave a car in a creek behind people's homes.
If it's not a stolen car, leave it there. You find out it's a stolen car, remove it from the creek. But what if it's not a stolen car? But just leave it in the creek? I know maybe the city gonna be responsible for it no matter what. The city gonna have to get the car out the creek and then figure out who to bill for it. The city gonna have to fall on the sword in the short term to get the car out of the creek.
Capitol Police say the driver did not yield for a traffic stop near Sunset Drive, leading to a brief pursuit.
JD Byrider tag. That's like the high-end buy here, pay here right there.
One person escaped.
Somebody actually had to have proof of income and a valid driver's license to get to roll out of there with a car. But I don't know. Kia Sorento, they love to steal them Kias. I'm still leaning towards stolen because they didn't yield. A police chase started because they didn't yield, which I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. Pull over all of them. But they didn't. But they decided to run because they didn't yield. And people will say, we're out here doing police chases because folks didn't yield. Why the police chasing? All it was a traffic violation. So you're asking the wrong question. Why did they run instead of just getting a ticket for not yielding? See, they never like to ask the follow-up question, do they? Why would they run on such a little ticket? Well, in my experience discussing these crimes, let's finish the video, then I'll tell you.
On foot, 3 others were arrested at the scene. Tripp contacted the city and said he was told someone would be sent to investigate.
So 1 got away on foot and 3 others were arrested. All right, so let's pull this back up here. Let me do one thing here. All right. So in my experience discussing these things, when they run over, it was just an expired tag. He just didn't have a license plate. Why are they chasing that man? It's always because he's a felon in possession of a firearm. But that's always just the base crime. There's always more. He's riding dirty. He has warrants. He has kidnapped somebody. He has, I've already said riding dirty, but for those that don't know, that means he got dope in the car. And he's an idiot. And again, he's a felon every single time. A felon in possession of a firearm. And he decided to be stupid enough to ride with an expired tag, no tag, in a stolen car, not obey traffic laws. And then he decided to run because he's, well, again, a felon in possession of a firearm or breaking the law and or some other way. That's why he ran. He didn't run because he got an expired tag. He didn't run because he didn't yield on red. He ran because he's a future rocket scientist, engineer, or astronaut who decided to be the F'd around and found out grand champion of the day. Hashtag culture rot. We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement, to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps, and more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions, at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Homeowners and business owners, are your gutters and roof storm ready? The folks at Elite Roofing and Gutters are your local experts in storm protection. The team is dedicated to fortifying your residential or commercial location against the elements. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Elite Roofing and Gutters. Online at eliteroofer.com. eliteroofer.com.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, priced to fit your budget. Stop by Pops Auto Sales today, where fair prices and superior service leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Or go to popsautosalesllc.com and browse our inventory and get pre-approved for zero-down financing with approved credit, with service contracts and warranties available. And guys, our truck inventory is one of the largest for any independent dealer, period. Pops Auto Sales, Highway 49 in Florence.
This ad is for all the guys who work hard and they expect their truck to do the same. At RPT Commercial, we have the accessories to help you on the job site. From names like Bedrock flatbeds, WeatherGuard toolboxes, Nap-High service bodies, ARE camper tops, deck storage solutions, and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. We got about a minute or so here we got a couple minutes before our next break. I just saw something on Facebook that I thought was hilarious. See if I can just kind of show the viewers there. It says, Hey MAGA, if you're so suddenly pro-ID, I guess you're going to be cool with us adding the same requirement for your gun purchases, aren't you? You going to be cool with that, MAGA? What you going to do now, MAGA? Ha ha ha. We really got you by your pinky toe now. What you going to do, sucker? When we start making you show an ID to buy a gun. Anybody want to tell her? Anybody want to tell Christina? Or you guys want to let her find out on her own? I want to tell her. I do. I really want to tell her. But maybe since the libs are now buying guns so they can shoot at MAGA, and that's what they keep saying, not me. But you talk about a bunch of idiots that think they want a war. I've been wondering this. I keep hearing about all these left-wing nut jobs, LGBTQ people and all this, we're buying guns now. We're buying guns. MAGA, you better watch out. Is MAGA out? Is MAGA out threatening and harming and robbing, stealing, and killing from the LGBTQs and or white liberals anywhere? I mean, you would think you'd hear about it. If that was going on anywhere, I feel like we would know about it because they create fake hate crimes to tell us about. They're all oppressed in some form, fashion, or another. Like, I just think we would know if it was like such a epidemic of MAGA on liberal violent crime. I just feel like that CNN, MS Now, MSNBC, whatever. Like, you think they'd be telling us about this. This would be lead stories across the news every night. Gay man attacked by MAGA. Noose put around gay black man's neck and told, this is MAGA country. Gay man. Oh, they did that already? Oh, they were black guys that did that to the gay black guy? Got it. I thought that it was actual MAGA attacking a gay black man in Chicago and telling him that this is MAGA country. Gay man. We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show. Don't go nowhere.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Day 18 of war, and Israel says 2 top Iranian officials have been killed in an IDF strike. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, through an interpreter.
I was updated by the chief of staff that the secretary of the National Security Council, Larry Jani, and the head of the Basij, the main oppression body of Iran, were eliminated overnight.
BBC's Jeremy Bowen on Larry Jani, Iran's security chief.
He has been seen as a man of flexibility, somebody who sees all the angles. And he's seen as a man that maybe you could do business with. But the issue is, the Israelis don't want to do business with any of them.
Iran has launched a fresh wave of attacks on the United Arab Emirates energy and transport infrastructure. Nasty weather's made its way from the upper Midwest to the Southeast, where strong winds toppled a tree onto a home in Atlanta, barely missing Tanya Steve's 95-year-old mother.
I heard like metal breaking, glass breaking, but she got out just in time. She was in her bed.
It's only 16 degrees in parts of Illinois right now. CBS meteorologist Rob Marciano.
It's one of the coldest St. Patrick's Day on the East Coast that we've seen in quite some time. Matter of fact, here in Chicago, it's been 80 years since we've seen a St. Patrick's Day this cold. A far cry from what they had on Saturday when they had the big celebration with temperatures in the 60s.
They're digging out from a blizzard in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The head of the Postal Service goes to Capitol Hill today. CBS's Jesse Mitchell.
The Postmaster General is expected to tell Congress USPS is bleeding money and will run out of cash in 2027.
The owner of a Colorado funeral home has been sentenced to 18 years in federal prison.
3 years ago, investigators responding to calls of a foul smell at the Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose found 190 decomposing bodies. Owners Carrie and John Halford had sold cremation services but never performed them. Derek Johnson learned the urn he received contained cement mix, not his mother's ashes.
I felt this shame that her life would be remembered for her death and not the wonderful person that she was.
Carrie Halford was sentenced Monday to 18 years in prison for fraud. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Tonight's World Baseball Classic Championship is all set.
There goes Garcia from first. It's hits to left center field. Jacob Mercy will get there. The hit parade continues, and so does the fiesta for Venezuela and Miami.
Venezuela staged a wild 4-2 comeback against Italy on Fox to advance to the title game for the first time ever. They'll face Team USA at 8 p.m. Eastern. This is CBS News.
The stars shine brighter on CBS Mornings.
This is a slam dunk.
So cute. Gail came in singing for me today. On CBS Mornings.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-269-3454. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or even if you have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-269-3454 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-269-3454 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-269-3454.
News brought to you this hour by Lee's Old Country Store Antiques and Collectibles on Highway 22 in Flora. The Childress sisters have treasures new and vintage.
One person killed in a wreck with a dump truck. Though we started out with a freeze warning today, it will make it up to 52 for the high and sunny. Overnight, another cold one, but not quite freezing with a low at 34, 65 and partly sunny Wednesday. Back into the 70s for Thursday. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The wreck was on Highway 80 west of University Boulevard about 2:30 Monday afternoon. Hinds County Coroner Jeremiah Howard says that wreck involved a dump truck and a pickup hitting, and one person was killed. The name of that person has not been released. The Highway Patrol is looking into the cause of the wreck. Exactly why has not been made clear to the public, but SR1 College Preparatory and STEM Academy, which is a charter school in Canton and one of the is now in a process revoked and the school shut down. Right now, the review, and that may involve hearings where the school has to account for itself successfully to stay open. One of the counties that took a lot of damage from Sunday night storms and where cleanup is still going on today is Adams. Reports of fallen trees came in from across the county, with one falling on a highway where a car ran into it. Another one fell on a house and another fell, and a dog was under it, rescued by firefighters. Some people in Lake Caroline are happy about it and some are not. The entrance to the subdivision where a company wanted to build a gas station but withdrew that a couple of years ago was approved as neighborhood commercial zoning by the Board of Supervisors Monday, reports WLBT, which means it's now more clear what can and what can't be built there. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness of Mississippi. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. And when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying that made the times you live in be interesting? We've accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal, and they don't care, and everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now, and I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a motherfucker.
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay and
Boom goes Le Dynamite. It's hour 2 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO. The Clay Edwards Show here on 103.9 WYAB, streaming worldwide on the Mazda of Jackson live stream. You can always check out Mazda Jackson at MazdaJackson.com for all the great deals. Interest rates starting as low as 1.9% for 63 months on remaining 2025 models, and a nice selection of 2026 models, including the CX-90 and others, as well as the Mazda 3. Look, also every new purchase from Mazda Jackson comes with a year of free maintenance. That means your oil change, your tire rotations, all that good stuff. And you're going to get great customer service. It's locally owned. It's locally operated. You're going to do business with Chris and Cassie Carr. Good folks, man. Good folks over there. Stop by, see my buddy Grady, or whoever catches you if you walk up, if you don't set an appointment. And enjoy doing good business with good folks. MazdaofJackson.com. Back to the Mazda Jackson live stream. You can find that. That's this show. You can find that over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, Rumble, and YouTube by typing in Save JXN. You can find all my videos there, full shows, clips, segments, reels, and more. We got it all between all of that different stuff. Anyway, if you can't remember all that, just go to ClayEdwardsShow.com and hit links at the top of the page. And I think it's got a link to everything, every podcast platform, every YouTube, every TikTok, everything. All right, man. You may have heard the other voice there. We got Andrew Allgosser, no breaks in the studio with me. Andrew, I know we were going to pick up there on what a hate crime is.
Yep.
Let's pivot that. I want to do that, but let's pivot that. The title of today's show is MAGA dead? And the narrative has been pushed out. The talking points have been pushed out.
Yep.
And the anti-Israel crowd is the anti-Israel conservative crowd is trying to tell us that MAGA is dead and Trump is losing support. But, here's the funny thing. They can't find any Trump supporters who have quit supporting Trump.
I honestly don't know one.
They
personally.
Well, look, even if you're not happy with things he's doing, you understand. If you even want to take it to the whole pick your poison thing, which I'm very happy with my choice. Trump was a 5-star dish, not poison. You know what I mean? Like, this is Dom Perignon and steak with a creme brulee crab. So I don't know, whatever. I don't eat fancy like that. I'm just saying this was the tippity top. Let me take it into car terms. This is a Lamborghini.
Yep.
Versus a Kia Sorento. I guess we won't. I guess the Kia dealership won't be advertising with me anytime soon. Old Kia Sorentos. The new ones are great. I'm talking about like the ones in the ditch over there in that last story about
Datsun from 77.
A Yugo. How about a Yugo?
There you go. Le Car.
Yes, the Yugos aren't coming back anytime soon. Actually, they are coming back. I take that back. But anyway, with all that said, the problem is they can't find anybody that agrees with them that MAGA's dead. They can't find any Trump supporters to poll that say they no longer support Trump anymore. This is all this right-wing echo chamber podcast battle royal going on. A bunch of podcasters fighting back and forth over Israel, over Epstein, and over things that people in real life don't really care about.
I think
Off the internet,
there are those. Again, it's an online segment. It's not even people I know in real life.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the internet wrestling community, the IWC.
The IWC.
Like the IWC will hate a wrestler. They'll hate him. They'll say, nobody likes this guy. But he'll come out up in the arena. The arenas like him, but the smart marks don't.
Yep.
And I get that same vibe going on with the Trump administration right now. The real world likes him. The smart marks, the internet guys, the internationally recognized journalists out there on X, they don't like him because I think part of what it is they're all realizing, that Trump's not, they all have this inflated self-worth. And they all think they have these great ideas. Maybe they know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy in the administration or something like that. And they're being ignored and their advice isn't being taken. So their little egos have been deflated a little bit. That happens here in this state with some media folks too, who used to have a lot of stroke, whose medias have been deflated, whose egos have been deflated a little bit since MAGA took over.
Just a touch.
Yeah, just touch. So they're feeling a little less important. So they're just kind of just contrarian for the sake of being contrarian.
Yep.
So it happens when you feel like you're losing relevance. And I think that's what's happened a lot. And I'm not saying that people in the real world don't care about the Epstein stuff or don't care about Israel or whatnot. I'm just saying it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not so important to them that they're thinking Democrats going to be the way for me next election.
The Democrats are the ones. I mean, it's really the brilliance of Trump and his team that he's put together. And here's why. When you look at the issues that he really stands and fights on, they're 80-20 issues. 80% of the people love it. 20% of the people abjectively hate it. And Trump has taken these 80-20 issues and framed it in such a way to where people are like, I don't want this in my backyard. I'm going with Trump issue. It was like 96% Republicans support it. 50% Democrats support it. So it effectively cuts the Democrats in half and, really builds a solid Republican majority on that issue. And Trump just can hit those issues. Now, that's not to say that there aren't other problems out there that President Trump really needs to look at. And he's got decades, dude, 40, 50, 60 years of being in the public spotlight. Everybody knows who Trump is. The political class cannot frame him. The media can't frame him. I mean, he's been in everything from The Apprentice to Home. People know what he'll know what Trump's going to do before the media knows what he's going to do, just because he is very predictable in that he's going to put America first and the American people first. Now, how he does that is no one actually what Trump's going to do in that aspect. I mean, 1 minute he's sitting there shaking it. He's going ahead and authorizing the abduction of the Maduro from Venezuela, and it's a complete success. And I think that bodes well for Republicans, conservatives, and Democrats who embrace America first. Now, if you don't want to do that, there's that silent majority out there. And I know that there's a lot of mainstream Republicans who are like, Andy, they're falling away, but I don't know any of them.
No. So I found this video last night. This was on Piers Morgan. And here's what people will hear me use the term right-wing grifter a lot. And I think a lot of people might not know exactly what that means when I say right-wing grifter. Let me see if I can get this to pull up the way I want it to. All right, perfect. Let me full size it here. This was on Piers Morgan here. Hold on, I'll tell you her name. This is Carrie Prejean Bowler. I may be saying the name wrong. She's a former Miss California in a Miss America pageant. She's known Trump for a long time. She says, I do not recognize our president. MAGA is dead. Carrie said Donald Trump has betrayed his country by starting a war in Iran with Israel. And she's one of these alleged Christians, and she tells you how Christian she is. She uses all the buzzwords with zero depth. And what I found the most interesting about this is Piers didn't push back on her at all. She's a nobody for the most part in the political world. She's being given a standalone interview here, not on a panel like he normally does. And then he doesn't push back on her at all. And it ain't like Piers is some pro-Trump or anti-Trump. I'll give Piers one thing. He pushes back.
He normally does.
Whether you're on the left or the right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not going to let you come in there and shove a narrative down people's throats, usually. At least the clips I see. I don't watch Piers all the time, but let's just take a listen to this here real quick. And I want to talk about this whole hot chick who thinks their opinions matter because they're hot idea.
Yep.
You know, many people share your misgivings about this. Notwithstanding that, the polling still shows pretty strong support amongst this for attack. So how do you explain that?
No, I do not believe that one bit. I talk to MAGA people all day long, every day. And the everyday average American is absolutely against this war, and is because of Israel.
So she's polled 80 million MAGA Americans.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who she was until last night.
You see Benjamin.
Sorry, go ahead.
I never even heard of her.
Me either.
Netanyahu coming to our country more than any other foreign government, any other foreign nation. He's been here almost 8 times. This is embarrassing. We are the United States of America. Why are we allowing a foreign country to occupy our government?
He's been behind the government.
Her voice sounds so robotic. It's almost like it's a bad AI chat bot.
It's you know, we were talking about NPC bots.
Yep, that's it.
The conservatives, we have them on our side too.
Oh, absolutely.
This is anybody wants to know what an NPC bot sounds like? That's a non-playable character in a video game or a movie.
Yep.
They're just background noise. That's what this is. Let's let her finish and then we'll digest.
And now we see I was removed from a religious liberty commission because I dared to speak out against Israel. It's no longer a conspiracy, Pierce. What Israel wants, Israel gets. And I'm telling you right now, we will not vote for one more politician who lies to us and says, oh, we're going to drain the swamp and we're going to not get involved in foreign wars. Trump has betrayed our country and he has betrayed MAGA, and people are livid.
I mean, what is fascinating is to see how split the conservative right is now in America in a way I never imagined possible.
All right, we got one more clip of her here real quick, and I think it's relevant. It's relevant. All right, give me 1 second here. I just got to pause it, reset.
Yep.
All right, here we go. This is only like a minute long here, 56 seconds long.
MAGA is dead. It is deader than dead.
Yep.
Okay, so then I got a panel of people,
Yep.
all trying to say the same thing from. It doesn't matter.
I do have one pull point from that, Clay. When she said drain this, that really piqued my interest because number one, when I ran for office, that was like I took that from Trump and I tried to do that. But here's the thing: as someone who has like completely opened up the books to the public, brought out the women's pantyhose and the lingerie trips that the government was paying for that I took over, even though I did everything I said I was going to do, there was still that group of Republicans out there. It wasn't enough. And we got to realize Trump is in there putting in his people, getting stuff done. It's Trump can't necessarily tell John Thune what to do, or Mitch McConnell, or Rand Paul, or Thomas Massey. There's still these independent. Well, I won't even call them independent. They're all self-aggrandizing type of folks.
They were voted in by their people.
Yep.
We may not like them, but you know that doesn't mean we can change Kentucky's opinion on their representation.
Exactly. And so you know, when I hear people like this say, "Oh, it's Trump's fault that we're not getting this done or that done," I'm sitting there looking, has he put forward the message? Has he put forward the battle plan, the game plan that we as elected politicians are supposed to go towards? You know, look at Mississippi and how we have to drag certain U.S. senators over the line to get them to even support the SAVE Act. And it shouldn't be that way. Mississippi is like a plus 14 Republican state. I mean, Cindy Hyde-Smith and Roger Wicker should be just automatic, not only yes votes, but they should be in the well of the Senate screaming bloody murder for the things that President Trump wants to get done. But it's not like that.
No, and I believe Trump is doing the best he can to drain the swamp.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not sitting here trying to be a bootlicker. To me, the swamp is the bureaucrats.
Yes.
That's the swamp to me. We're cleaning up the FBI. Is it happening as fast as people want it to?
Oh, it's painful.
It's not. But you know what? It didn't get this messed up in a year either.
Correct.
You know, Andrew, it takes a while to tear something down and put it back together. It just does. And because it's got to work while you're doing it.
Well, it's not doing too well right now.
Right. But I'm turning the corner on Kash Patel. I'd lost hope in him, but I'm starting to see the bigger picture of why Kash is there.
Mhm.
I'm starting to see the bigger picture of why Trump had to get a Trump loyalist in there, somebody who could take the hits and keep pushing.
Mhm.
And I'm starting to see what we're doing there. And it's going to come back to this election integrity stuff.
Okay.
I truly believe what happened in Fulton County, that's why Kash Patel is in the FBI, in my opinion.
I'm okay with Kash Patel. I've not been the biggest fan, and people know that. My biggest disagreement was with Pam Bondi, and that's just a complete unmitigated disaster. People, you and I have been in charge of hiring people before, and sometimes we think we got a good one and we get a stinker, and that's just the way it is.
And look, she wasn't my first choice.
Nope.
What's his name was?
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz was.
Yep.
Was my first choice. Would have loved to have had Matt Gaetz. You know what? They should have done a better job of vetting Matt Gaetz.
Yep.
Before they agreed to do it. How much of that's true, false? It goes back to what we talked about yesterday about fake sexual assault stuff.
Yep.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm not sending angels to go play in the outfield. I'm sending gangstas to DC to do gangsta-s. I need gangsta stuff done right now. Gangstas is what messed it up. It's going to take gangstas to fix it. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. We got Andrew Allgosser. No breaks in here with the gangsta himself, Clay Edwards.
Yep.
We'll be right back on WYAB, on 103.9 WYAB.
WYAB.
Here's John. Finally, somebody has accused me of getting paid AIPAC dollars. Yes, man. Make
no
the checks
way
payable to Clay Edwards.
Oh my goodness.
Incorporated. Yes. This guy right here. What is it? What does it say? You guys are working hard to get the AIPAC dollars. Yes, I want them so bad.
Please write the check to taxpayers for Andrew Gosser. My PAC was in Illinois. You can send the check right there.
Put it in my veins. It's Clayton A. Edwards. Make the checks payable. One time I tried to cash one. They wouldn't do it when it just said Clay on it. So put the TON on it.
Grift it.
Oh, man, give it to me hard. Netflix Yahoo. I mean, what do I need to do? Do we need to change this American flag out to an Israel flag to start getting those checks?
Oh my God! Could you imagine us doing that one day?
Oh man! What is those? Do I need to get a small cap, little tiny hat,
a yarmulke thing?
Yeah. What are those little scarves they wear? Those things are ugly, but I'll wear one.
I don't know. Oh my God! Did they really do that? Seriously?
Yeah. What's the guy's name here? King Mort.
King Mort. Yeah. What's your real name, dude? Like, at least have some intellectual honesty and integrity, some testicular fortitude, and put your real name out there.
Yes. Are you worried Massad's going to come get you if you put your real name out there?
You're a real king.
Mossad going to come get you? Going to come body bag you at work? We'll be right back.
Everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing. The plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Need a new car? Then march right over to Mazda of Jackson and spring in the savings. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 CX-5s, 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, CX-70s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit. And get 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. So get to Mazda of Jackson today, where pre-owned vehicles and hassle-free trade-in options are also available. Shop online or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards.
Welcome back into the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 WYAB. This segment brought to you by our friends over at, how about our friends right there at Cypress Point Resort? Hey, don't forget you can text the show on the LS Autoplex text line at 769-241-1944, 769-241-1944. You can text the show anytime. But real quick, Cypress Point Resort, let's tell you what's going on out there. I had it pulled up right here and then set my phone down. I thought I did. Give me 2 seconds. There it is. All right, here's the live music this week going on at Cypress Point Resort. Starting, what night is that? It just says the Tavern, Bradley Parker, Taco Tuesday and St. Patty's Day. All right, so today's Tuesday, right? All right, so you got Bradley Parker live tonight from 6 to 9 in the Tavern. Tomorrow night, you got Maddie Cole and Chris Sanders. Thursday, my boy TJ Burnham. Friday, Chad Perry. And then Saturday, Nick Bernard. Over in Cameron's Garage with the live music side getting cranked up Thursday night, you got my good buddy, Mr. Bubba Wingfield with guest Ben Chaplin. Friday night, one of my favorite bands, the Willie Nelson cover band, Looking Back, or Luckenbach, however you say it. I sing it both ways, depending on how many beers I've had. And I may say it a third way when I've had a few shots with it. But Luckenbach, on and Luckenbach, Texas. Yeah, Luckenbach there Friday night. And then Saturday night, you got Lariat out there. You can check out Cypress Point Resort on Facebook for all the great Blue Plate specials. They'll post their weekend specials in the steakhouse and tavern here in the next couple of days if they hadn't already. And make it out there to Hollybush Road. The drive-through safari is open. Looking for something to do with the kids? Yep. The drive-through safari is open out there at Cypress Point Resort. The buffet's rolling. All is good at Cypress Point Resort. You can check it all out at cypresspointresortms.com or on Facebook, Cypress Point Resort. All right, Andrew, we found out during the break that we will be getting our checks from APAC, apparently.
That's awesome, man.
So excited. During the next break, I'm gonna get on Amazon and order me a little tiny cap.
There you go.
Can I get one? Can I get FAFO printed on it, you think? Well, is it big enough to fit that?
I bet you we can make
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What then again, they wear their scarves kind of things like soccer fans wear.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I know in Afghanistan they call them shamogs, but I don't think we need to monetize that as well.
Does anybody have an Israel flag we can replace the United States one here in the studio with? You think that'll help push us across the line for the
APAC?
They're doing $7,000 a post now.
7,000.
I mean, I'll paint that little white line, that little blue and white line.
Oh, there you go, all around the top.
I'll paint a golden dome on the roof in here if I need to.
No. The Golden Dome is a Muslim mosque, brother.
Whatever.
It's on the Temple Mount.
What's the one that? Okay, this is where I get a little confused.
Yep.
What is the thing that Epstein built on his island? What was it a replica of?
A demonic temple, man.
That's I know, but it was painted like the Jewish temple thing. It was white with the blue and had the dome on it.
I'm not sure. I mean, it probably was, but I don't remember actually looking inside that thing. I just remember.
I saw a picture of it. I ain't seen the side of it either.
I didn't see the picture. I'm not trying to be
a temple. How about a synagogue? There's the word I'm looking for. We'll paint it white. We'll put the little blue interlocking, that little thing that border they have on everything. Yep. We'll paint that around the top. I bet you they have that in the wallpaper. We don't even have to paint.
Yep.
And we can paint the roof gold or whatever.
Yep.
Blue. What are we? Can we serve some gyros in here? Is that?
No, we can get some kosher food though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get kosher food.
A lot of salt, huh?
Yeah. Yep. You want to know what? We were just looking the other night at the Passover dinner, thinking about doing a traditional Passover dinner. We could maybe have one of that. We could live stream it and educate people on it because, you know, we've got these anonymous Facebook and internet chats post people out there trying to make themselves world famous over by using you and me as bait for APAC. I think it's hilarious.
Yes. What is their alcohol drink of choice?
Oh, they drink wine all the time. Red wine.
Great. 042's got over 200 different wines to choose from. So I'll swing by there.
Yep.
And pick up a wine or two or three.
Shiraz.
Yes, sounds good. I'm more of a blend guy, like kind of like a Cavier Sauvignon.
We got to be traditional though. If APAC's paying for us, we got to go with that Jewish wine.
Okay, well, hey, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. I won't be the first time I've poured one thing into a bottle and pretended it was another. This is Dom Perignon, but it was really whatever the cheap stuff was. I'm kidding.
Monetize it.
Andrew.
Yes, sir.
All joking aside, And by the way, there, APAC or Mossad, anybody who's listening this morning, don't think I'm trying to offend y'all by not knowing the differences in the golden domes and stuff. That's just my ignorance on this topic. I'm not trying to be offensive. Would never want to offend anybody ever on this show.
No.
So I just, sometimes my ignorance is bliss. I'm Christian. I'm Southern Baptist.
There you go.
Southern Baptist. But I actually am a front row Baptist. I do sit on the front row when I go to church.
Front row? Me too.
Nobody else does.
Weekly.
The whole dang front row is empty like it's reserved. So I'm like, well, I'll just sit here.
I don't understand it. We get it right up in the front, and the Sweet Pea has her flags, and we do our thing, and we get our worship on, and it's all good.
Speaking of flags, that gives me an idea. So I can get an Israel flag, and I can get like a little rope or something.
The Iranians were doing that in London. They are actually waving the original Iranian flag, which is the lion, the swords, and there were pictures. 2CTV had a guy sitting there with a Israeli flag caped around his neck like Superman.
Yeah.
And so you're not like busting any rules there. You know, there are a lot of people out there who are really happy with what Israel's doing.
Would that make me the real Jew man?
Oh, I don't know. You have to go pretty far. Might have to ask Ben Shapiro about that.
You know, they call all the stores in Jackson the Jew stores, even though they're not ran by Jews, they're actually ran by Muslims.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The blacks in Jackson, we call them Jew stores, but they're actually, because they don't know the difference in Jew and Muslim. They're just brown people from the Middle East or whatever. They just call them Jew stores.
My gosh.
You know, but again, I don't know a single Jewish man that runs a store in Jackson, but we could call it the Jew store.
I don't.
I could be the Jew man.
I take Clay Edwards' advice and don't go to any gas stations or stores in Jackson just because
it's good advice.
It's good advice. So
it's rock solid advice. It will keep you at least from your family having to leave a wreath at a Jackson gas station.
So I wouldn't know, but I didn't.
They might catch me slipping in a bunch of places. It ain't gonna be a Jackson gas station.
It ain't gonna be in Jackson.
Bro, I run out of gas in Jackson. I am pushing my car past 17 gas stations to get back to Rankin County. I ain't stopping at a Jackson gas station.
Nope.
No juice stove for me.
Nope.
No juice stove for me. Hey, let's take a break. Stay on schedule here. And when we come back, I want to pick back where we left off yesterday. Andrew was hot to trot, man, talking about what is a hate crime.
Yep.
We have established, by the way, MAGA is not dead. I know that's going to disappoint a lot of y'all. I can sense the disappointment through the screen here. MAGA's not dead, and APAC, Mossad, Netanyahu, whomever, Clayton A. Edwards, mail the check to WYAB. I'll get it. I promise. Send it certified though, please. Send it certified because I want to film the whole process of me opening it. You know they do the unboxing videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
I want to unbox it. You know. So
unbox an APAC check.
Oh, it'd be great. But I don't mean, I'm not talking about no $5-10 though. I mean, it's gonna have to be some $7,000 is the number floating. I mean, it's the number one morning show in the state. You know, you're gonna have to bring the big bucks.
That's fair.
We'll be right back.
.1039 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Hot weather requires us to run the AC nonstop. Pure Air Consultants can inspect your unit today to ensure your AC is operating at peak performance. Pure Air Consultants is your go-to Rheem partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time. Locally owned and operated, they have proudly served our community for over 22 years. Contact Pure Air Consultants today at mypureairconsultants.com. Rheem and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
Hey guys, I have a secret for you. We notice. We notice when you're tired all the time. We notice when your drive is gone. We notice when you're just not feeling that into us. But here's the good news. It might not be your age. It might be your testosterone level. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Men's Health of Mississippi. We help men just like you. We specialize in giving you back your strength, your energy, stamina, and confidence. Don't settle for feeling less than your best. Call Men's Health of Mississippi today to find out what your testosterone level is. Trust me, we'll notice that too.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. Located in Ridgeland and Flora, come see me, Jamie Creel, Shelter Insurance.
Looking to make technology work for your business instead of the other way around? Visit brentech.ms today. From reliable network infrastructure and wireless internet to cloud or on-premise backups, Brentech has solutions that keep your business connected, secure, and running smoothly. Don't let tech headaches slow you down. Discover how Brentech can simplify and elevate your business at brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. Brentech, technology made easy.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 WYAB. This segment brought to you by our friends over at HH Chief Sales in Carthage, Mississippi. H&H Chief Sales, not HH. H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. Look, they only sell trusted brands that are built to perform, such as rugged Big Tux trailers, durable CM and Legend X truck beds. H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer, just like you. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. You can visit them online today or in Carthage, right there in person, anytime at sales.com. hhchiefsales.com. No and in the website address. There's hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do. Look, guys, don't forget, I talk about it a good bit, but if you need any custom welding work done on your, you need big durable receiver hitches, heavy duty receiver hitches for your truck, they got you covered. If you need any welding done on your trailers, your trucks, anything like that, need any custom racks built on your utility trailers, whether it's for hauling your tractors, your lawn equipment, or anything else, you got a lawn business, whatnot, man, if you can dream it, they can build it. And they probably already built it, and maybe they can help you design it if you're not 100% sure what you need. So you got an idea? Need some welding done? Give H&H Chief Sales a call today or check them online, hhchiefsales.com. All right, Andrew,
Yes,
we talked
sir.
about hate crimes yesterday, and it kind of triggered you a little bit. And I'm saying, all crimes are hate crimes. Whether I decide to run over a gay guy in the middle of the street, black guy in the middle of the street, or white guy in the middle of the street. What if the white guy was gay? What if the black guy was gay? I mean, is it an enhancement? I mean, why does it have to be an enhancement for running them over? What if I didn't know?
I struggled with this.
Know. This is so stupid. It's too stupid to be stupid. But it was another way. It's another way to lock white men up. Like we got to figure out a way to lock white men.
Well, what was funny is my degree is in criminology and pre-law.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Let me think through this real quick. What if a black guy kills a gay white guy, and he knows he's gay?
Yep.
Or a black guy kills a gay black guy, and he knows he's gay. Like, for instance, a black guy picks up a transgender prostitute pretending to be a woman, and he finds out what we'll call the hard way that it's not a woman, and he kills him. Is that a hate crime? Of course it is. Well, in the hierarchy of hate crimes, you hear all this stuff about trans violence. We got to stop trans violence. They're killing us. No. We ain't killing y'all. What's happening is, and this is verifiable, what's happening is these trans people are pretending that they're not men, and they're going out pretending to be female prostitutes. And the Johns are finding out that they're men, again, finding out the hard way, and they're killing them, or they're beating them up, or whatever, because I ain't gay. And I can respect that. I mean, I wouldn't go pick up a prostitute, but teach their own, but I guess it's one thing to pick up a prostitute, you think it's a woman, then you find out the hard way that it's not. I'd be pretty upset too.
In the Navy, they gave you warnings when you were pulling into Thailand or the Philippines or something
Bangkok.
like that. Yep. You better watch out. Better be careful.
It's called Bangkok, not Bangkok, for a reason.
So the whole thing with hate crimes is, I can remember when this started getting pushed on the law community back in the early to mid 90s. And the thing about it was, I would sit there and we would go into in-depth case studies of rape or murder. And I'm like, the hate is there. And what they always try to say, well, it has a deteriorating effect on the community at large. I'm like sitting there thinking to myself, if there's a murder next door to me in Terry, I'm going to be worried no matter what. There's going to be, you can put in all the enhancements, all the modifiers, that it's still in my community. And the thing is that, do we just sit there and say, okay, hate, where does hate come from? Is it a lack of morality? Where do they draw their morality from? And we have people who are trying to be holier than thou, trying to push down a social construct that clearly society does not want. No matter how much Hollywood, look at the Oscars, look at the movies, how they have pushed this woke agenda to include hate crimes on America. And they've been trying to do this for 20, 25, 30 years, and it doesn't work. We as a society think it's bad to murder somebody or to rape somebody. That's our moral fabric. You sitting there trying to put an hate crime enhancement modifier on there. Oh, so the judge is going to give you an extra 2 years and $2,500 fine because you shot and killed somebody. I would argue, just my opinion, that if you're going to shoot somebody, that you're already in the hate mode.
If it premeditated murder's hate.
Yep.
And it's like if we were to leave here today and say, man, we're going to go kill us some gays. Or we left here and said, we're going to go kill my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend or something like that. Or you found out your wife's cheating on you.
Yeah.
And not that sweet people do such thing.
Never.
But I'm just saying, if in theory,
yep.
In theory, and you said, we're going to go kill this guy that Sweet Pea's, messing around with. Well, that's premeditated. That ain't a crime of passion.
Nope.
Because you don't walk in and catch it. You made a decision to leave the house and go find it. So it's premeditated. Just like anything, if I left here today with intentions on going to do anything, that's premeditated, regardless of the reason why, the hate in my heart, or whatever. Life is life. I go take a life. I'm old enough to remember when If you killed somebody, at minimum, you got life in prison. And that
Yeah.
meant life.
And I'll tell you what, the prisons here in Mississippi are a lot different than prisons in other places. It's pretty miserable down here. We do a good job of making sure that things are as uncomfortable as legally possible. And I'm for that. I'm for making prison should be a time not only for you to reform yourself, but also put out an example to everybody else. Like, you don't want to go here. You want to do the right thing.
Let me say, you know why I don't commit crimes? It's not because I don't want to be charged with a hate. I don't kill nobody. Not because I want to be charged with a hate crime, because I don't want to go to jail, period.
Yep.
It doesn't matter whether it's a hate crime or a regular crime. Clay Edwards don't want to go to jail. I've seen the videos from Parchman. I know what's going on out in Raymond. If I had to pick my poison, I guess send me in Rankin County, but I don't want to go to any of them.
Nope.
I especially don't want to go commit a real crime where I should go get sentenced and have to go to a prison. I have to move from a jail to a prison. I know Kingfish will be proud of me for getting that right. He stays on my butt. Like, it ain't jail, it's prison. It ain't prison, it's jail. I know the difference. I just choose to not go to either. One of the same to me, because I don't want to go to either. One night might as well be 1 year. I spent 3 nights in jail one time, and you know what? I have not broken I don't say I haven't broken the law since, but I have gone above and beyond to be as good of a citizen as I possibly can.
Yep.
Because I don't jail. It's like, whatever. But I'm saying I don't want to go back to jail. 3 days was enough for me. And I never even made it into a pod. I stayed in a holding cell for 3 days. And that was enough for me. I got out and got put on probation for 1 year. They didn't let me bond. I had to go from jail to a this is back in 06, 07 or something. Straight from jail to the courtroom is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
And I got told, hey, look, you can plead right now. Shout out to Judge Skinner if he's listening this morning. You saved my life that day. He said, you can plead right now. If you plead innocent, you plead guilty right now, take a year probation and whatever the fine was, $6,000-$7,000 all in of restitution. And he said, or if you come back, every charge, and I had about 12 after that, every charge, all of them, some very disorderly conduct, fighting, resisting arrest, running the gamut of getting drunk and getting in a bar fight and then trying to fight the cops afterwards. I mean, I won the FAFO championship. That's why I have no problem knowing it when I see it.
Yep.
Knowing it when I see it and giving it to other people. Trust me, I was the OG FAFO champion in my world. So trust me on that. I'm well aware of the stupidity it takes to get to that point. But, that's why I quit drinking Jägermeister also. It turned me into a Jäger monster.
Wow.
But anyhow, 3 nights was enough for me. He said, if you come back, if you plead innocent, you come back, giving you a year per charge that we find you guilty on. Now, those would have had to run. Concurrent means same time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I was looking at a year in jail at minimum. I'm like,
Nope.
I'll take that year house arrest.
Yeah.
I need to get right anyway. I need to get right. I need to settle down.
Yep.
So I did that. I took that path. Ended up not being a year house arrest. I ended up getting, after about a month, it got transitioned over to probation, supervised probation with no curfew or nothing like that.
Yep.
But it kept me clean and sober long enough to realize I needed to get clean and sober and, start acting like an adult.
I've never gone to prison. I've never gone to jail. I have gone to a brig where I had to visit a sailor who did something really incredibly stupid. And just to see the coldness and the dampness and just the lack of life in there, I was just like, this is not for me. And I was 19 at the time when that happened. So I knew that was not the road that I wanted to go down, and it kind of set me straight. But getting back to the whole thing, what is a hate crime? I don't think it's doing anything. The only time we seem to hear about it now is when it's used in reverse fashion, when a black person kills a white person, and then the prosecutor actually says this is a hate crime, and then tries to use the hate crime statute reverse from what it was originally intended and pushing for back in the 90s.
Shut down because I don't. Let's ask Grok real quick. Let's ask Grok a question. I'm curious: has a black person ever been successfully charged with a hate crime, prosecuted in America? Because I don't think, to my knowledge, they hadn't. I think of plenty of times there should have been.
Or there might be times where it was actually done, but it's never been reported on by the press because it doesn't fit their narrative.
That's probably more right.
Yep.
Keep talking.
All right. Well, so with the whole premise of the hate crimes, it comes down to the morality of the people in the society that is perpetuating this on the population. Wow, say that 3 times quick. And we rejected it soundly. We think that if you go out there and you commit a crime, whether that be murder, drunk driving, whatever, and you actually premeditate it and you kill somebody, that's a crime of hate. So there's really it really makes no difference. And you know, Sean might have a different view on this, but it really makes no difference to the family that's gone. You know, they've lost their loved one due to murder or whatever it was that happened. You know, rape. It's already happened. That's a hate crime. If, you know, I've got a daughter, you've got a daughter. If something like that happens, well, we might be going to prison then. You know, sign off, and that guy's got to take one for the team.
All right. So it says, yes, black people have been charged and convicted of hate crimes in the United States on multiple occasions. And here's those 5 occasions.
5 occasions.
U.S. versus Mullet 2014. A group of Amish men and women, somehow whom were black or biracial in related splinter cases, carried out beard and hair cutting attacks on fellow Amish members. So black Amish people cut other Amish people's hair and beards because they were Amish. That is wild. So that ain't the kind of black I was talking about. That ain't the kind of black I was talking about. All right. 2, People versus Superior Court in Los Angeles area. Several black offenders were convicted of hate crimes against Jewish victims. What?
Uh-oh.
What? Yeah, stop Jewish hate.
Mossad.
Stop Jewish hate. The blacks don't like the Jews. The Jew man I guarantee it happened at a gas station. Guarantee at a Jew stove. All right, number 3, United States versus Maybe, Maybee, 2013, 8th Circuit Court. A black man was convicted on federal hate crime charges for assaulting a white man because of his race, called racist slurs during the beating, upheld on appeal. Shoot, I might have to Google that one. Where did that happen at? State versus Ford, 2016 in Missouri. Black defendant was convicted of a hate crime for assaulting an interracial couple motivated by racial animus towards the white partner. I'm going to guess it was a white man dating a black woman. That would be my assumption anyway. And number 5, multiple DOJ statistics here. It says FBI uniform crime reporting. Show black offenders account for roughly 20 to 25% of known hate crime offenders in the years where race is reported, consistent with overall violent crime offender demographics, but it doesn't say convicted though. Yeah, well, I'm well aware there's a lot of black on white hate crimes, but are they carried out? Or are they charged and convicted, or even go to trial?
Yep.
With the hate enhancement is my question.
And again, you got to think about this. Is every time a white person attacks a Hispanic person, is that a crime of hate? Is that qualify the hate enhancement? Is it just if you're different? What about a man on a woman? Is that a crime of hate? Yeah. Man on a transgender, female on a trans. I mean, there's just so many. It's illogical.
If I walk out in the parking lot now and get in a fight with a black guy, it's going to be, oh, look at Clay got in a fight with a black guy. What if the black guy did something to me?
Yep.
I mean, like, there's a lot of black people I know that they think that if you don't like them, it has to be simply because they're black. Can't be because they're an a-hole or a jerk or anything like that. It has to simply be, oh, you don't like me because I'm black. And that's just not the case ever for me. I just don't like you because, well, I don't like you. Imagine that. Let's take a break. We'll be right back to Land the Plane for the day with Andrew Gosser. All right, guys, that was a barn burner there today. Last hour was all gas. No, hell, the first hour was all gas, no brakes. We needed a show like that. I've been way too nice lately, and I think the gloves came off today. Andrew, thank you. Andrew will be back live in the studio from 10 to noon.
Yep.
You can find his live stream. Type in his name on YouTube and X and Facebook. Andrew, YouTube, X, Facebook?
YouTube, X. Yeah, I'll put on Facebook too. Yep.
And just type in Andrew Gosser, Gasser, or of course you can just listen on 103.9 FM WYAB in Central Mississippi, or WYAB.com for the audio live stream. Peace.